What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Episode 12 of Revent Builds Behind the Build. We officially moved in to Revent HQ, and honestly, this has just been so amazing on so many different levels. I had been working out of my house while we did this whole renovation of the office, but I am telling you, I have been locked into this office, just cranking away. I've been so productive. We just have this central hub, and as beautiful as it is it's also functional. Our island is 13 feet, 7 inches long. This island, it looks phenomenal. A tiled island is just such a statement. It's something so rare that you don't see. But this particular tile is very temperamental. It looks flawless, but it being concrete, even though we've sealed it, I swear, 15 times now, it is still susceptible to stains. Oils, scratches, scuffs. If you put tape on it, it'll leave a sticky residue that can damage the finish. So I said, you know what? I want to put glass on top of this island to preserve this tile, because although it looks amazing now, with wear and tear, the last thing I wanted was it to look dingy. And our glass contractor at first said, no, it can't be this long. It's going to have to be in 2 pieces. And like me and Andrew was just like, no, man, we're not going to go for that. Like, give us the number of your supplier. Let's call up the chain. Let's figure this out. And we got this massive piece of glass all in one piece. It's about 400 pounds. It took 5 guys to carry this in, and with the swing of the glass and how long it is, we were like inches from the back fence in clearing it to make it through our back door. Had to pick it up over the island, bring it in, make sure the thing didn't freaking break, and all the while this thing's 400 pounds. So we finally get it on top of the island, and it just looks fantastic. It sets it off. It's just another one of the many, many details. Everything in this office is custom, and this island is really one of a kind. But in other news, let's get into the $1 million pool. Okay, so if you've been following along, you know how epic the $1 million pool is, but we are cranking it up a notch. We're getting ready for our 4th pour, and this is seriously legendary. We're gonna be over 20 feet in the air, and this is where some of the actual forms of the pool itself are coming into play, particularly the catch basin. So all that catch basin is 35 feet off the ground. We're gonna have the pool, and on both sides, so the wide side and the short side, facing the view is infinity edge. So the pool is gonna waterfall over. And that catch basin is exactly like its name. It just catches the water from up top. But the catch basin is completely cantilevered. It is floating on the retaining wall below. You have the retaining wall here. What we're doing is GM Bros, our steel fabricators, they're putting in these steel brackets that will form up that kind of 45-degree angle of the catch basin. So it is just crazy. You're looking up there, 25 feet in the air. They're putting these steel forms all the way around it. We have to pour another retaining wall and the catch basin. Once all of that is poured, we have to take out all the forms on the inside, do the same thing that we did 2 times already, compact all that fill, and then we'll finally put a final slab cap, and then the pool can go on. So this pool will have 5 stages of pours just for the foundation. And just for a frame of reference, even on some of our massive houses, we pour those all in one day. This is 5 separate pours with more labor than a whole house pour every single time. I just cannot stress enough how monumental this job is, how proud I am of all of our guys. Our engineer, he's been inspecting for about 30 years. He said never in his life has he seen something on this level and done with such precision. And again, that's just a pat on the back. That's what we're paid for. We're doing our job, but the job always isn't easy. And this one in particular, the stakes are high and the execution's even higher. I cannot wait for the next pour. So back to an interior only remodel, largely a kitchen, master bath, and staircase. The Soul Squad. Soul Solutions, if you saw last week, they came in like the freaking cavalry, over the hill, horns ablazing, back up. And honestly, this project, it came out so stellar. It was another custom door profile that's never been done before. Just looking at all of the cabinets, all of the door faces, the frames, these are literally as close to perfect as you can get. Like, I think honestly, the tolerances are more minute than the naked eye could even pick up. This install went by easier than any cabinet install I've ever seen. Really, all three, the office, kitchen fit for a Viking, and this project. The management that we had to do with them was so minimal, it just blew my mind. And then you just go and you look, and there's nothing for them to fix. Usually, almost every trade, no matter how good they are, there's what's called a punch phase, where we go in and we nitpick stuff and we blue tape it. These guys just come in and their level of excellence is just unheard of. He's making adjustments that we can't even see just because he can't live with himself knowing that something isn't perfect. And that is just absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, I feel like we're part of their family. Them leaving, we all got really emotional. It was just so amazing, the energy that they brought to Austin, how much faith they have in us, and how much faith we have in them. This is going to be a partnership that lasts a lifetime, and I'll let their work speak for themselves.
For all of us, our hard work was like, yeah, we just love the trade. We love to prove ourselves, and we love the challenge. We were seeing that nobody's going to see, like the stuff that we were looking for, nobody's going to see that.
Yeah.
But we know that it's there. We know that it couldn't be done perfect, so we will. Even though it's going to take an extra half an hour or an hour,
right?
We will put in the time just so that we know it has been done the way we like it.
Yeah.
This is crucial. Like what we're doing now, the way you start the installation of cabinetry, it's extremely important.
Yeah.
Even though you start with uneven floors, uneven walls, which is normal in a home, you're using wood studs, solid wood floors. Everything is going to slightly work, bend a little bit. It has to be laser perfect every year.
Yeah.
So the more time we invest now, it's going to help us go a little bit faster and achieve that high quality that we're known for. Everything that I do like I would do it for myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't accept because I know I can do it to a certain degree. I don't call it perfection, but I know I can go to a certain level of quality.
Yeah.
That's where I always want to be. And we're all like that. Everybody in our shop is like that. Just go the extra mile. Nobody's going to pat you on the back or say, oh, you did so well. No, bro. And nobody's waiting.
Well, I've been.
And thank you very much.
Bear ugly.
There you go. So it's very much appreciated, but nobody's looking for that. They're not doing it to gain something.
Right.
We're all doing it because we're professionals.
Yeah.
And again, we've been doing this for so long, and we're so proud of what we have achieved so far. Why would we stop? Why would you lower the bar now? No, just go as high as we can go.
Yeah. There's no way that you can make someone like Sergio that's not just innately like that. Like, of course you can progress and you can learn and you can get better at a skill. And this is honestly the first time I've ever seen this level across the board, craftsmanship, customer service, everything. These guys are a complete game changer. Look, I'm even repping the hat. I've never worn another company's hat, ever.
When you have problems, that's when you see what everybody's made us. And we've had our fair share of big problems on installations, on deliveries, where we just go through them like there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like we know we can solve it. There's nothing that we cannot do. Everything that broke was made by us.
It's funny because my motto is there's always a path forward, you know, like, and there always is. I mean, there's been times in my career where I was like, holy shit, this is it. Like, it's all going to come toppling down. It's going to end me. And then it's like, no, then find the solution and you move forward. You know what I mean?
That's it. We always say there's always a solution. A soul
solution. Sanding and paint. You can have a cabinet maker build you a pretty good cabinet. If it's not finished right, it looks like you see inconsistencies in how they spray it. You see drips in the paint. You see excessive or not enough sanding. But this is like, I mean, look at this thing. Every angle, it's absolutely flawless. It looks like a car. So this is just like, you can't even put a price tag on it.
Because again, it's sanded with machinery precision. It's sprayed with machinery precision.
Yeah.
Because the spraying line, it's exactly the same thing. It has a scanner, So it knows where the door is situated on the conveyor belt. It goes into the spray chamber where there's a reciprocating arm with 4 spraying guns attached to it.
Yeah.
And with the controller of the machine that reads the information from the scanner, it knows which gun to trigger so that it sprays the surface of the door and the edges with exactly the same amount of paint, perfectly even. You cannot achieve that by hand. It's impossible.
Thank you guys so much for following along. I can't say enough. I love interacting with y'all. We've had so much great feedback and compliments and questions, and even people just asking why we do certain things or how they're done. And I love interacting. I love the dialogue. So keep it up. I'll see you next week.